and organize.
However you're back, I think people will appreciate the fact that you're back. Wouldn't you kind of exult in a world where you could concentrate on your art and your kids? And
I would love it. I mean, that's what drives me, is the medium, the art. I love it, and that's the world I'm most comfortable in.
Gary, Indiana, did you ever expect where your world would be as a 46-year-old man?
I never thought about it, really. I never thought about it. I knew I wanted to do something wonderful in my life and to help people, but I never really clearly thought about it when I was really little. I just sang and danced and didn't understand why people were applauding and clapping and screaming, and you really don't. You don't know why.
When you grow up like that on stage, when do you get it? When do you understand where you fit into society?
I think it takes longer when you get older. You start to have a more rounded personality, and your brain starts to grow. You start reasoning and understanding more things and researching. That's how it happened for me.
Isn't it nice to have a conversation on television where people can hear you just being ordinary, normal, reasonable?
I'm like this all the time. I'm just being myself. Well, God bless you. Thank you.
At a certain point, Michael Jackson and the brothers Jackson kind of separated artistically. Is this a moment in your life where you're coming back together? Obviously, you'll continue your solo career, but what's the big plan? What's the big picture at this stage in your life? What has been left unachieved? What would you like to do?
There are a lot of surprises. Film. I love film.
What else?
Well, it's not just so much film, but it's innovating it and pioneering it, taking the medium to a new place. Because I use the music video medium as a short film medium to take me to the next level, and I'm having a lot of fun, I think about it sometimes, but I try not to think about it too hard because I don't want my subconscious mind to think, look, I've done it all, you're done now, and no, there's so much. That's why I don't put awards or trophies in my house. You won't find a gold record anywhere in my house because it makes you feel you've accomplished. Look what I've done. But I always want to feel, no, I haven't done it yet.
The king of pop, and now I look at some of these performers. There's 50 Cent, and there's another one, I forget his name, but they're well known because they survived violent attacks where they almost died, and they're into hip-hop kind of, it's a different era now in popular music. Do you think that you'll be more like them, more urban kind of, or do you think the world will come back to more pop and traditional rock?
Great music and great melodies are immortal. I don't care, fashion change, culture changes, customs change. Great music is immortal. We still listen to Mozart today, Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, any of them, any of the greats. Great music is like a great piece of sculpture or a great painting. It's forever, for generations upon generations to appreciate forever, really. And I know that's a fact.
On the other hand, I interviewed Barbra Streisand at one pivotal point in her career. She was going to do duets with the Bee Gees and other popular artists. She really kind of changed the tempo to surprise people. Would you ever consider more of a hip-hop approach?
I've done a lot of it, in my true opinion.
But I mean, kind of rappy. You want to rap?
No,
give me an example.
I don't really rap, but I could rap.
I'm Michael Jackson. I want to say.
I've written songs with rap verses in them for very famous rappers. But they're much better at it than I am. That's why I won't compete with them.
Don't you appreciate, despite your isolated life and despite the fact you've been a star so long, you still have what appears to be a very profound and passionate relationship with the community?
Welcome to Neverland. Hey! And Merry Christmas, and have a wonderful day, okay? Thank you!
Does that support you? Does that sustain you? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I do agree, because it's important to love your neighbors.
But where does it come from? Where does that almost instinctive love of you come from? What do you think?
I truly think it comes from my mother and God, and the way we were raised, and the values my father instilled in us as youth. And she was always there with the Bible, teaching us. We'd go to, service all the time, like 4 times a week. I'm so glad we did that, because those values are very important. I don't know if I could have done as well without them.